Hi, this is Lainey again, and I am excited that I'm going to be joined next here by Sherri LEIMKUHLER. And Sherri's new book is a debut that just came out. Hey, there you are. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Almost losing my voice, but we're doing good.
I bet.
It looks like a sunny day there.
It's a beautiful day in Maryland. We are having a great day.
Perfect.
Yeah, how about there in Mexico?
It's beautiful. I've been on the rooftop all day. I can't think of anything better than hanging out with my writer friends on my rooftop. Well,
I know.
doing it in real life would be nice someday, but
Maybe live. Yeah, hopefully soon.
yeah. So how are you feeling? Has it been a month since your book came out or less? It's been a few weeks, right?
A little bit less. I think it'll be 3 weeks tomorrow. It launched on May 19th.
And do you have a copy, a cover to show us here?
I do.
There
Here
you
it
go.
is.
What's
Left Untold?
Untold? And tell us a little bit. I was telling folks before you got on there that it is twisty, and you don't see the ending coming. It goes back, it goes round and round, and it's unusual for a book to really surprise me these days. And you succeeded in surprising me at several points with that book.
That makes me so happy to hear you say that, because my favorite books to read are the ones that take me by surprise. I always like to reference The Wife Between Us by Sarah Buchanan and Greer Hendricks, because that was one book in recent memory where I was just like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. And I love that, a book that can surprise me. So when I was writing this book, I definitely took some chances. I definitely hope that people would read it and have that same feeling that I had. And so when some early readers said exactly those words, I didn't see that coming. I did a little happy dance, like, yeah, I think I did it.
So tell us a little bit about the story. It's about two friends who are estranged, who haven't seen each other for a long time. You take it from here.
Right. The main character, Anna, is basically, the story is about a woman who reunites with her estranged best friend and uncover a devastating secret that threatens to destroy the life she's built with her husband and daughters. So it's a decades-old secret that basically comes back to have a major impact on her life in present day.
And what inspired this? Like, where did you get that idea from?
The idea for the story is based in real life, and I like to say it's the only thing about this book that's real. It's not me, nobody I know. It's not even me on the cover, because everybody thought that was me. I wish I could have done some cover modeling on the side. Would have been a good big gig, right? But it's not. But the inspiration for the book is based in reality. My parents were getting ready to move. I was helping them clean out the basement and closets, and I found a trunk of childhood memorabilia that had letters and photo albums. I think even a pair of leg warmers from the 80s, which was awesome. But one of the box of letters, the letter had a postscript at the bottom that said something kind of ominous, like, I need to see you. I have something really important to tell you. And I was like, high school drama. I tossed it aside and thought, yeah, I don't even know what that was about. It probably didn't matter. And later I started thinking, what if it did matter?
Yeah.
What is a secret you could find out 20 years later that could still have a major impact on your life? And that's how the premise for the book was born.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it's in the, and I've read it. It's a great book. I really loved it. And it's in the women's fiction genre. Now it's out there. Are you showing it? Are you seeing it turn up in other categories too? We've had a couple of writers on here today who said, like Sheila Athens said, she was surprised that her book ended up being scored as a mystery on Amazon, and that was the primary category it turned up in, even though she wrote it thinking it was more like a romance/women's fiction. So I'm interested. Now it's out there. Are you seeing it turn up in any ways that are surprising to you?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I see it linked with mystery and suspense a couple times, suspense and mystery. And so that was an interesting categorization. I don't think I would have expected, but I can see how it makes sense that it's kind of a mystery that's being solved as far as figuring out the secret, and suspenseful in terms of trying to see what's going to happen. Yeah.
And have there been any fun moments as an author since it got out there? Any reviews or feedback or anything that surprised you or delighted you?
Well, first of all, launch week was crazy, emotional. It's sort of everything comes together in that moment, and it was exhausting thrilling. And one of the highlights, of course, was my launch party with you. That was amazing. It was a really fun time. And so right away, I want to say the warmth and the feedback I'm getting from fellow authors and friends and family and readers, just the support that was there was really amazing. I mean, I shouldn't say that came as a surprise because this group has always been amazing. The writing and reading community is a really amazing, supportive group of individuals. So I think just, actually seeing that come out in full force on that day and that week, and then the positive feedback that came back was just really an amazing feeling, because there's that vulnerability when your book goes out, like, oh my gosh, is anyone going to read it? Is everybody going to hate it? Are they going to be shocked that I wrote this thing? So I've been really happy. There's some controversial elements to this book that felt risky and scary, and I'm sure there will be some people that maybe will not like that. And a couple people have had some really in-depth talks with me about how I chose to end the book. But for the most part, it's been positive. And especially when that comes back from, like my parents' generation, my father-in-law's brother had me talk live to his men's group. And so as these men they're not in my genre, I wouldn't expect them to be my target audience, but they're, these men in their 80s and 90s who were saying they love the book.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
It was an amazing surprise. So it made me feel really good.
Oh, that's awesome. And I can totally see that one of the things I said in my review is it's a brilliant book club book, right? Book club books are designed to create a conversation at book club, and this book does that, right? When you get to the ending, you're like, I want to talk to somebody about this book, which is why it's a perfect book club book.
Thank you. Thanks for saying that. In addition to adding some surprises, that was my second goal right there with it, was to create topics that would have lively book club conversation, because I love to go to my book clubs, and when everybody has different feelings and opinions about what's happened, that really makes for a great conversation, which is a lot of fun.
Right. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining me. Show us the book again so that folks can remember what the cover looks like, even if it's backwards. I do not know how to solve that. If anyone knows on Instagram how to make covers not be backwards, please let me know. But what's Left Untold? And it's out there. You can get it now. And it's a twisty, turny, fun book.
Thanks. Thank you so much, Lainey. This is amazing that you're doing this today. You're always so really supportive of other authors, and I cannot wait to read your book coming out in less than a month now.
Allison told me earlier, which I had not realized, it's actually a month today. I did not realize that.
Yeah. Yes. How perfect is that on Women's Fiction Day? That's amazing.
A month today. Take care, Sherri.
Thank you. Good to see you. Thanks. Bye.